Sitting up nice and tall, rolling back our shoulders, lengthening through the spine. Shutting down the eyes and tuning into our breath. Nice slow Ujjayi breath to drop us in to our yoga space. Very special time of the year as we approach Christmas, but also the summer solstice, which peaks, I think, on Monday, on the 21st. Summer solstice is the time of the year with the greatest amount of light, the longest day of the year. It's a good reminder to embrace the light that we are, that shines within us. There's a beautiful little mantra that we used to work together at Gita, where I did my training, which goes, I'm in the light, I am of the light, I am the light. So maybe just repeating with me 3 times. I am in the light, I am of the light, I am the light. I am in the light, I am of the light, I am the light. I am in the light, I am of the light, I am the light. You can see that inner essence of ours as the light that shines into the world, gifting the world with our wisdom, with our gifts, with our light. So may we intend to keep shining our light nice and bright, particularly through this festive season. Bringing our light, or contributing our light to the world. So let's move our light now a little with some of our asana work. Let's inhale the arms up to the sky. With an exhale, the left hand to the earth, and your right arm up and over. Hold there for an inhale, and stretch a little further on your exhale. Then inhale, arms back up to the sky, and to our other side, right hand down, left arm over. Holding there for an inhale, and for an exhale. Inhale the arms back up to the sky. Now with an exhale, a twist to the right, bring the hands down, look over your right shoulder. Staying there for an inhale, and for an exhale. And then inhale, arms back up to the sky. Exhale to the other side. And staying here for an inhale. And for your exhale, inhale the arms back up high. And then exhale the arms all the way back down. And then let's flip over onto your hands and knees. And on the hands and knees, let's start to draw some circles, loosening up our joints. Tuning into how the body's feeling as we start to move here. As always, being mindful, respectful of your body and how it feels this morning, today. Option to leave things out, to make adjustments. Take a break if you need. To take a break, we could always come into an extended child pose where we take the knees wide, big toes together, sitting back to the heels and stretching the arms out in front. So that's like our home base and a place where we can always come and rest if we need to take that break. From here, when we spread our fingers wide and tuck the toes under, we come up into our downward facing dog. And for our first down dog, always nice to pedal it out to ease into it. And let's ripple forward with an inhale to a high plank. With your exhale, use your core to push back up to your downward facing dog. Inhale for a high plank. And exhale, downward dog. Once more, inhale to your high plank. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And then we'll raise the right leg to the sky. Step our right leg on through, drop the left knee down. And take a moment in a lizard lunge where you bring the hands to the inside of the right foot. Maybe walk that foot out to the edge of the mat. Untuck the back toes, either staying on the hands or potentially dropping the elbows down all the way, or using a block or a cushion to go halfway, just feeling into your hips and how far they want to be stretched or how far they can be stretched in this position. And that distance can change from day to day depending on the stiffness in the body. So we respect where we're at in each moment. As we breathe nice and deeply, imagine breathing in that healing white light, drawing in the energy from the sun and 1,000 suns across the galaxies, all contributing to the light that is the essence of who we are. And today, coming up to the solstice, we are essentially celebrating that light within us. To breathe light, imagine light, feel light. Particularly with our asana, breathing that light into where we need it the most. In the areas of tension, of soreness, tightness, or injuries. Breathing the light into those spaces. Coming back up onto your hands, if your elbows are down, we'll walk that right foot into the center of the mat. Stretch out the hamstrings by straightening the front leg, maybe walking the hands back a little so they Just rest comfortably on the floor, fingertips there. If you need to come higher, you can, hands on the leg, or using a couple of blocks. Feel into where it feels best for you, and then folding as far forwards again as your body allows here. Breathing that golden light into your hamstrings now. Reminding the hamstrings that they too are a part of the light. I'm of the light, I'm in the light, I am the light. Walk the hands back to the top and tuck the back toes under. Let's step back to downward facing dog. And then repeat this on the other side, left leg high, stepping through with the left foot. Right knee to the earth, walk the foot out to the edge of the mat, untucking the toes, the back toes. And again, we stay here on the hands, maybe the elbows come down or halfway on blocks or cushions. Breathing that light into your hips now. Of course, at the other side of the world, our friends in Europe and America, they're on the opposite scale of the journey. They're coming into their winter solstice, longest night of the year. So we send them a little bit of our light too. They need it even more than us right now. Good, let's walk that foot into the center now and straighten the front leg for our hamstring stretch. Sending our light to our hamstrings. Breathing into the hamstrings. And then walking the hands back to the top of the mat, stepping back to our downward facing dog. So hopefully feeling a little more open in the hips and back of the legs now. Let's ripple forward to our high plank. From our high plank, dropping down the knees. Keep the elbows in and lower ourselves nice and slowly to the earth. Slide the arms through into our Sphinx. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, draw the tummy in a little. With an inhale, turn the head to look over your right shoulder. Exhale back to center. Inhale, look over your left shoulder. And exhale back to center. Come back down, hands by the chest now. Maybe see if we can go a little high into Cobra. Draw the tummy in, roll the shoulders back, lift up a little higher. And then come back down. Press up onto the knees. Sit back to the heels. And take a moment in our extended child pose. Feeling that nice release through the lower back. And spreading our fingers nice and wide, tucking the toes under. Downward facing dog. From there, let's walk up to the top of our mat. And let's hold on to the backs of the legs. Hold on to the backs of the legs and fold the body over the legs. Relaxing the neck and shoulders, allowing the head to hang free. Releasing the arms, let's roll ourselves up nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time. And roll out the shoulders up the top. Feet together, circle up the arms. Interlace the hands, point the index fingers high, inhale as we lift. And exhale, stretch over to your right side. Inhale back to center, lengthen. And then exhale to your left side. Inhale again, reaching for the sky. Exhale to your right. Inhale, lifting tall. And exhale over to our other side, left side. Back to center. Hands in prayer, prayer to the heart. And from the top of our mat, let's prepare to flow. So take a moment, roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the spine. Come back to your Ujjayi breath for a moment, shut down the eyes. Breathing into your heart, so visualizing the light in the heart. A little light, that representation of the eternal aspect of who we are. The deep inner self. The goddess within us. The light that shines constantly. The light that never fades. The Sat Guru, the Guru within us. So bowing down in reverence to the light within us. Let's work some rounds of Surya Namaskara, the light of the sun, worshipping the light of the sun as well. Let's inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale as we bow forwards. Inhale for a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold further over the legs. Then we'll step the left foot back. On the balls of the back feet, arms up, inhale. And exhale, sink into your high lunge. Reach up, inhale, lengthen, then placing hands down and stepping back to the downward facing dog. High plank with an inhale. On the knees or our chaturanga with our exhale. Into our cobra or our upward facing dog. And exhale, pressing back up to the downward facing dog. Taking our right leg to the sky with our inhale. Stepping it on through with our exhale. Arms through and up, inhale, our high lunge. And with our exhale, sink deeper into that lunge. Reach up, lengthen with our inhale, then hands to the top of the mat, step forward and fold forwards. Excuse me, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. And circle up the arms, inhaling. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Other side, same rhythm, arms up, inhale. Exhale as we forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. And folding a little further with our exhale. Stepping back with the right foot this time, arms float up, inhale. And exhale, sinking deeper into the lunge. Reach up, lengthen, inhale, then hands down, and downward facing dog with our exhale. High plank on our inhale. On the knees or the chaturanga, exhale. cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to the downward facing dog. Take our left leg to the sky. Step our left leg on through. Arms through and up. High lunge, inhale. And exhale, sink deeper into the lunge. Reach up and lengthen, inhale, hands to the top, step forward and fold forwards. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Circling the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Take a moment in your mountain pose, sip of water if you need. Otherwise, close the eyes, reconnect to your breath. Notice how you feel. Then we'll work one more round with some variations. So starting with our warrior 3 balance. So we stand on the right foot, spread the toes first of all of the right foot. Bring the hands in prayer and then lift up the left knee. So warrior 3 variation, we'll bring it more into like an aeroplane type pose. So we're going to now lean forward and stretch the left leg back. So lifting the left leg up, and then the arms come out the side of the body like wings of an aeroplane. So at that winged angle. So your body and your legs parallel to the floor as best can be. Try to keep the left hip down so your hips are square. Don't tilt the aeroplane too much. And then gracefully float those toes back to land in the high lunge. The toes are on the floor now, or ball of the foot on the floor. The arms sweep up now into the high lunge. Inhale and exhale. Well done. From there our hands come into prayer. And we come into our twisted lunge now. So we lean forward, twist to the right. So option to always bring the back knee down if you need. Otherwise, keep the back leg extended, left elbow over the right thigh. Lifting the tummy up and over the thigh. Watching the balance. Steady breath, steady pose, good work, and then hands come down. Stepping back to your downward facing dog. Downward dog to your high plank. On your knees or the chaturanga coming down or halfway down, then cobra or the upward facing dog. And exhale to the downward facing dog. We'll take the right leg to the sky. Step the right leg on through and come up to the high lunge again. Arms up, inhale. And steady exhale. Reach up, lengthen, then opening up to your warrior 2. Arms out to shoulder height. And sink the hips nice and low. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Body upright, make sure the knees in line with the toes. And then give the arms a little swing. Nice and light in the arms, a little swing there a few times. Good, bring the arms back up to shoulder height and then straighten the front leg, turn the right toes in. So your toes are pointing out to the side. Bring the hands to your hips, roll the shoulders back. And we're going to bow forwards from here. Bow forwards, come to a tabletop position, and then drop the hands down below us, fingers hopefully to the floor, otherwise with a block or a cushion under the hands. And then keep your right hand right underneath you, and then raise your left arm to the sky, turning to look up at your left thumb. Good. And then bring the left hand back down. Bring the hands back to your hips. Engage the core and slowly bring ourselves back up. Turn the right toes back out. Bring the arms back out to shoulder height. And then sink the hips low. So back to your warrior two, like a little interlude we had there. Right palm flips up, lean forward now and sweep up and back in your peaceful warrior. Left hand down the left leg. And then take the forearm to the thigh. Sweep the left arm over the ear into your side angle pose. And hold that one there for a few breaths. Drawing the left shoulder back, length through the left side of the body. If you'd like to go a little further, see how strong the core's feeling this morning. You could release the right arm in line with the left arm like you're catching a ball of light being ejected from the sun to deepen your light. Place that ball down in front of your right foot and come onto the ball of your back foot and then step forward all the way to the top of your mat, folding forwards. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold again. Wind our way up, inhaling, arms high to the sky. And with the exhale, prayer to the heart, and well done. That's put in a few new elements there today. So we'll try the other side now. On the left foot standing for our warrior 3 variation, or aeroplane, let's call it. Lift up the right knee and then bow forwards, sending the right leg behind. And then bring the arms out into your winged position. Right hip down, right leg high. Leg in line with the body. Well done. And then floating those toes back into our high lunge. Arms up, inhale. Steady on the exhale. Reach up, lengthen, then hands in prayer, leaning forward, and now twist to the left for our twisted lunge. Right elbow to the outside of your thigh. Always drop the back knee down if you need support. Holding there for a couple more breaths. Good work, and then hands come down, stepping back to the downward facing dog. Downward dog to a high plank. On the knees or a chaturanga down. Cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to the dog facing down. And then our left leg to the sky with our inhale. Stepping left leg through with our exhale back to our high lunge. Arms up, inhale. Steady on the exhale. Reach up, lengthen, open up to warrior 2. Holding there for a couple of breaths again. Body nice and upright, knee in line with the toes, hips sink low. Swing of the arms again. And then straighten the front leg, turn the toes in, hands to your hips, so both toes pointing out to your side. And then hinge forward from your hips. Prasarita Padottanasana. Body parallel to the floor. Drop then the hands down. Keep that tabletop position as best you can with the back. And then left hand underneath us and right arm to the sky. This variation was called the seagull pose, as far as I remember in Gita. Bring that right hand back down, hands back to the hips. Not sure how that looks like a seagull, but nonetheless, coming back up. And then turn the left toes out, back to your warrior 2. From the warrior 2, flip the left palm up, then lean forward and sweep up and back. There's our peaceful warrior. Peaceful warrior to side angle, forearm to the thigh, right arm over the ear. Hold there for a couple of breaths. Again, if you'd like to challenge your core and catch that ball of light, left arm reaches out as well. in line with the right arm. A little more challenging. Place that ball down at the top of your mat. Give a little bounce on the ball of your back foot and then step forward and fold forwards. Good. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold, and then wind our way up, inhaling arms to the sky. And exhale, the prayer to the heart. Stepping back into Tadasana, the mountain pose, shoulders back, lengthen through the spine. Reconnect to your breath. And then step the feet out hip width apart for our shadow sequence. Arms out at shoulder height. And then the right arm under the left arm. Cross the arms, wrap them like the eagle arms. Lift the elbows up, inhale. Relax the shoulders, exhale. Inhale, leaning forward, and then exhale, we squat down. Hold there with an inhale, lift the elbows again. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Staying for another inhale. And steady exhale. And then slowly making our way all the way back up. Release the arms. And then bring the left foot to the center of your mat. Cross the right leg over the left. For our dance of Shiva, arms out to the sides. And then the right hand on top of the left in front of the heart. Right palm flips up, so right palm becomes the satellite dish to draw those cosmic rays or that cosmic light into the crown. Left hand sweeps over the right hip and we turn the head to look over the left shoulder. So stretching through the right side of the body. Dance of Shiva. Arms out to the sides with an inhale. Exhale, left hand on top of the right in front of the heart. Inhale, the left palm up. And exhale, sweep, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, expand, arms out to the side. Exhale, right hand on top of the left in front of the heart. Inhale, the right palm up. Exhale and sweep. Inhale, again expand. Exhale, the left on top of the right in front of the heart. Inhale, the left palm up. And exhale and sweep. Circle up the right arm as well. Hands in prayer and bow forwards. Then a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Circle the arms behind you, interlace the hands behind the back and stretch the arms up and over from behind. Your next inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Release the arms back up to the sky. And then release the right leg. Bring it out to the side, lift it up. And then catch the right foot or the right ankle. Bring the foot to the inner thigh or inner calf for classic tree pose, Vriksasana. Hands there in prayer. Come back to a steady breath, steady gaze on a still point. With our steady tree pose. And then gracefully releasing that foot back down, pedaling out those feet. Taking the arms back out to the side, shoulder height, and then repeating on the other side, left arm under the right now, wrapping the arms, eagle arms. Inhale, lift up the elbows. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, leaning forward, and with an exhale, squatting down. Inhale, elbows lift up. Exhale, shoulders relax. Holding there for a deep inhale. And now exhale. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And then release the arms, this time right foot to the center, left leg over the right, arms out, shoulder high. And left hand on top of the right in front of the heart. Left palm up for the satellite dish. And right hand sweeps, looking over the right shoulder. Dance of Shiva, arms out, inhale, expand. Exhale, right hand on top of the left. Inhale, the right palm up. And exhale, sweep. Inhale, expand, arms out to the sides. Exhale, left hand on top of the right. Left palm up for that satellite dish, drawing the energy in. Exhale, we sweep, look over the right shoulder. Inhale again, expand, open wide. Exhale, right on top of the left. Inhale, the right palm up. And exhale, and sweep. Circle up the left arm, reaching high to the sky. And folding forwards. Halfway with the lift. And exhale, fold further. Circle the arms behind, interlace the hand, have the other thumb on top. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, stretch the arms up and over from behind. And then slowly making our way back up. Circle up the arms to the sky, release the left leg and then catch that left ankle, bring the foot to the inner right thigh, hands in prayer. Steady in our tree, steady gaze, steady breath, our steady tree pose. And gracefully releasing the left foot back down, giving those feet both a little pedal. And then the feet hip width apart, sun breaths now. Inhale, circle the arms up, reaching for the energy of that wonderful sun, giving us that light, drawing it into our being. Inhale, reach up, the life-giving energies of the sun. Exhale, draw it in, filling us up more and more with more light. Inhale, reaching for the light. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, celebrating the light. And exhale, draw it in further, amplifying the light within us. Inhale. And exhale. Let's squat all the way down, come into our yogi squat. Hands in prayer, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the heart. Shut down the eyes for a moment. Awareness at the third eye, point between the eyebrows. And a reminder of the mantra, I'm in the light, I'm of the light, I am the light. Gently releasing, bringing the hands down, coming to sit down. Coming down onto our backs all the way, bending the knees, feet hip width apart. Taking one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. And some deep breaths into those two centers. The belly, the center of the I, me, my, giving us our strength, our power. The solar center, the sun within us, where the energy, the light of the prana moves through the body and energizes us. And in the centre of the heart, where that eternal light within us resides, the place from which we share our light with the world. That exchange of giving and receiving, the energy of Christmas, to give and to receive love, sharing our light unconditionally. Now bring the arms back to the ground. Let's come up into our bridge pose. Let's lift the hips up to the sky. Interlace the hands underneath, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And lift the hips nice and high, either staying there or wedge the hands either side to support and lift a little higher. Expanding that solar light, that solar energy. Breathing into the belly. Feeling that expansion of our own light, our own energy, our own life force. May we be strong and healthy. May our light always shine bright, so we can be that beacon of light to inspire others along their journey, along multiple journeys with our brothers and sisters walking the planet. And then slowly coming back down. Draw our knees into the chest, rock a little side to side. And a twist on the back, the arms out at shoulder height. Take a deep inhale with your exhale, knees to your left side, towards the left elbow, left hand to the right knee, right shoulder to the floor. Look along your right arm. Back to centre, then head over to the other side. Right hand to the left knee, left shoulder to the floor. Look along your left arm. And back to centre once more. Rocking ourselves back up to sitting when we're ready. Extending the legs out, coming high on the sitting bones for our forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Starting with the hands beside the hips, Dandasana, the staff pose. So releasing the buttocks, so your sit bones are pressing into the ground. Legs extended, toes to the sky, hands beside the hips, rolling the shoulders back and lengthening the spine. Let's stay there for a couple of breaths. The staff pose, establishing that foundation for our sitting postures. Now from here we come into our Paschimottanasana. We reach up with the arms and then hinging from the hips, bowing forwards. Always option to sit up a little higher on a cushion or bend the knees a little if you need. But hold on to the legs or the feet if you can. Keeping the back as straight as can be, so the shoulders are back, the length's in the spine, and we bow forwards. Release from here, arms through and up, inhaling. Exhale, we circle the arms back down. Lift the legs back up. Wrap the arms around the legs and then find that point of balance, lifting the feet off the ground. So the body's weightless. Relaxing here with our mind free from thought, just bathing in our light. And we'll come back down to the back, to our backs. Find a little happy baby pose. And either hang out there in the happy baby pose, or if you're up for a shoulder stand, let's work with the shoulder balance, bringing the legs up and over the head and using the hands to support the back as we lift the legs up high. Well, if that feels good for you today. Otherwise, stay in the happy baby. Shoulder stand if you're there, just working with whichever variation feels good for you. Feeling that squeeze in the throat, the thyroid stimulation. Stimulating the thyroid, but also the throat chakra, so the center of our truth, where we speak our truth from, communicate our truth to the world. And then taking your time to make your way back down, legs over the head, and then unwind ourselves nice and slowly, nice and controlled. Once we're fully down, let's bring the arms underneath the body, stretch the legs out, coming into Matsyasana, the fish pose. Press the elbows into the floor, just allow the head to tilt back without lifting the head. Head hangs behind, we lift the chest, use the elbows to lift up the chest and tilt the head back. Awareness back at the third eye. Head upside down, stimulating the glands in your brain, the pituitary and pineal gland. Stretching out your throat, parathyroid glands. All this wonderful work to re-establish the balance in our hormonal glands. Coming back down when you're ready, releasing the hands from underneath, rolling the head a little side to side. Working any final movements, adjustments, grabbing your blankets, or whatever you like for your Shavasana. Time to rest, time to let go, time to give in. We can stay in our Shavasana for as long as we like. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Allowing the body to assimilate the work we've done. As we let go, we give in and just immerse ourselves in our own light. I am in the light. I am of the light. I am the light.